Shalom. I want to start this lesson off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders. Salatu. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great mercy and everywhere. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. My name is Yawanathan.
Brother Ottawa.
Coming with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Lord willing, this video is edifying, man. And, just wanted to get a little, quick lesson through the spirit. And, the times we coming in, the famine of the word. Because, that time is coming very soon. But just wanted to get this article on RT News saying, Salaki.
Tomorrow.
You could,
Let me read it.
read that, I guess.
Okay. It says Democrats demand Facebook and Twitter, YouTube change algorithms to stop polluting minds of American people.
Yeah, man, and they say stop polluting minds of American people. You know why? Because you got the apostles and elders down, preaching this word, man. And, they finally, we're finally, how can I say it? We're telling them who they are, man. The wicked, man. And they don't want to hear that. So what they're going to do, man, stop the brothers from preaching the word. So that famine of the word is coming soon.
And this article was published 2 days ago. Okay, because today's the 24th. It says Democrats in the U.S. Congress have urged major social media platforms to eliminate algorithms and recommendations that breed extremism and undermine the sense of objective reality. And objective reality is like the moral standards of society. Okay, that's basically like a politically or a fancy term of saying the moral standards of society. All right, it says Representatives Anna Esho and Tom Malinowski wrote letters demanding change to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. A similar letter was sent to the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, or Pichai, Slack if I pronounce it wrong, Susan Wojcicki, Slack if I pronounce it wrong, the CEO of YouTube, which is owned by Google. And Google is a well-known platform, and Facebook as well, to be known to be in cahoots with the government, all right, and the CIA. All right. It says for years, social media companies have allowed harmful disinformation to spread through their platforms, polluting the minds of the American people, as Shu tweeted.
Salaki, if I stop, where's the major platform that the truth goes out? On YouTube.
Right.
And also, you have other brothers, do their little thing on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. So, that's just to show you that this truth has gone out on the four corners, man.
Yep. And I got a precept to back the brother up real quick. This is Romans. I'm going to go to Romans chapter 10. Okay. It's like the brother said, this truth has gone out into the four winds.
That's right.
And that's biblical prophecy within itself, man. And now this word has spread. It's done its job. Okay. Because scripture, the word doesn't go out void. All right. And now it's time. The Lord is calling the curtain call. This is Romans 10, starting at verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
That's right.
So this word has gone into all the earth, man. All right. The apostles, I remember the apostles saying how they have camps in Italy. Okay, the apostle Gabar, he does lessons in Italy. All right, I remember the apostle also said that someone said shalom from Russia. Okay, I've had personal experience, and I'm sure other brothers too, but with a sister commenting on my page, saying shalom from the Philippines, So this word has gone into the four winds. It's not just America. And also, I remember the Apostle Har going into, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but if I remember correctly, he was saying how, they have camps in Africa, or they have, Jakes in Africa, that they know him very well, and they know Nate from IUIC very well.
That's right.
But that's because Nate actually goes out to Africa, to go push the ministry, his ministry, if you will. All right, because Nate is not really truly a man of the Lord, till further notice.
That's right.
All right, but nonetheless, okay, Apostle Har, he never left Babylon to push this word, man. It goes to show you that the truth is going out amongst the four corners, man. You even got brothers in sign language. You even got brothers who do sign language, who push the truth in sign language, man. So that's how you know that the true doctrine is being spread amongst the four winds, man. So the Lord is giving you people no excuse.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
Let me go ahead and keep reading. It says the lawmakers argued that social media platforms allow content which reinforces existing political biases, especially those rooted in anger, anxiety, and fear. They said the algorithm used by big tech undermine our shared sense of objective reality and facilitate connection between extremist users, which lead to violence. Okay, and it says in real life, like the storming of the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. on January 6th, Twitter was urged to immediately make permanent changes to limit the spread of misinformation and other forms of harmful content. Facebook and YouTube were similarly asked to tweak their recommendation systems in order not to promote dangerous conspiracy theories among users. Shalom. The Democrats and many in the media accused former President Donald Trump of inciting the crowd of his supporters to seize the Capitol hopes of overturning the results of the 2020 presidential election. You know?
Right.
It says major online platforms, including Facebook and Twitter, promptly banned Trump and cracked down on some of his vocal supporters. So here it is. They're banning they're banning their own nobles. Okay, they're censoring their own nobles. So how much more the men of the Lord? Okay, because their nobles are supposed to be for the welfare of this country, and the men of the Lord are prophesying against Babylon. Right. So if they're banning their own nobles, how much more the men of the Lord, man?
That's right. They ultimately want you people to be asleep, man. That's why they trying to censor all this, man. They want you to go right back to sleep because, you know, you had Trump in office. It was a whole bunch of division, you know, sedition amongst men.
Yep, sedition among men, which is like you.
No, go ahead. Son.
I was going to say sedition means uprising against the government.
That's right, because you had people, because everyone didn't like Donald Trump. But now you have, he was separating people. You know, now you have Sleepy Joe Biden in office. You know, and he wants to put people right back to sleep. That's why they doing this, because this truth is going out. You got the men on the highways. I mean, you got the, you know, true men of the Lord going on the highways and byways prophesying this word, man. You know, that's why they, what the article say, angry or...
Right, the angry storming of the Capitol. And then this is how you know that this nation is divided. Because, you know, here it is, they're censoring their own nobles, man. And these are supposed to be the people that are standing up for their country. That's how you know that this kingdom is divided. And the Lord said in the book of Isaiah, matter of fact, you mind getting that scripture, Bible Shah? Isaiah 19, I believe it's like around verse 4, where it says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Maybe like verse 2 or verse 4. It's like in the beginning, though. Lord said he's going to set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. Okay, and I'm going to finish off on this till the brother get the scripture. It says, major online platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, promptly banned Trump and cracked down on some of his vocal supporters. Moreover, Apple and Google kicked Parler, and an alternative social media platform popular with conservatives, from their app stores. Amazon then cut the company off its web hosting service, forcing it to go offline. Trump's critics have insisted that the crackdown is necessary to prevent violence and the spread of falsehoods. Conservatives, meanwhile, call big tech's policy Orwellian, all right, meaning dystopian, because when you go back to that word Orwellian, it goes back to Orwell, all right, which was an author of the book 1984, you know, having to do with dystopia. So that's what Babylon's coming into, a dystopia, man, all right? And a dystopia is basically like a rulership, you know, that's in chaos, so to speak, okay? It says, and argued that they amount to political censorship, man. So the water does. You got the precept out here?
This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right. So, Lord say he sent the Egyptians against the Egyptians, because America, Babylon the Great, is known as Egypt as well, spiritually. Okay? Revelation 11:8 tells you that. It's a place which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right? This is Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right? So this kingdom is divided. All right? And I got this quick precept. This is Amos chapter 5. Matter of fact, can you get this? Amos 8:11, Babu Shah? Call 12. They both like landed in the perfect area.
11.
Start at 11, Bubba Show.
Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Keep going. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria.
That's the point.
Okay.
So it says, in that day the young man and the fair virgin shall faint for thirst. Meaning what? They're going to be thirsty for this word.
Right,
okay?
man.
Because this word is known as water. It's known as food. You know, it's known as clothing. Okay? But nonetheless, you know, it says they're going to be going from sea to sea looking for the word of the Lord, man. Going to show you that the word has gone amongst the four corners.
Right.
But, like the scripture saying in Isaiah 55, starting at verse 6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. Okay?
That's right.
So, basically, you know, seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Okay? Because there's going to be a point in time where the Lord is going to shut up his prophets.
That's right.
All right? And they're not going to be out on the streets anymore pushing the word like how you have it now.
That's right.
You know? And even now, the Lord is starting to pull back the curtain, you know, or close the curtain, if you will, because, you know, Esau's censoring people. Esau's algorithms, you know, brothers got to create new channels and stuff like that damn near every day. You know? So on and so forth, man.
That's right.
He's striking brothers' pages. Okay? And that's the same thing they did back in the ancient world when they burnt the records. You know, because there's scriptures about how these devils burnt the records of the Lord, and they burnt the law, they burnt the scriptures up, they burnt up the temple, they burnt up the records. So that's their way of like burning up the records now, present time, you know, but they're doing it via the internet because that's where the records are now.
Right.
These electronic epistles, man.
Yeah, and you know, even before this article, you had these devils taking down brothers' page. You had the, you know, the word at the top away. Now, how much now? Since they say Democrats demand, you know, so that just show you that they're gonna go harder and harder now, man. You know, Revelation 12:12, but he know he had but a short time. Roughly paraphrasing.
Right. This is a quick precept. This is 2 Ezra 14 and verse 20. Behold, Lord, I will go as thou hast commanded me, and reprove the people which are present. But they that shall be born afterward, who shall admonish them? Thus the world is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without light. For thy law is burnt, therefore no man knoweth the things that are done of thee, or the works that shall begin. You know, so that was back during the time of Ezra. He said thy law is burnt, man. Why? Because these devils came and they burnt up the records, man. All right? And that's what these devils do, man. They try to hide the records. They did that when they came over to the Americas. You know, they wanted to paint the picture that, you know, the Northern Kingdom brothers were savages. They were uncivilized. They needed Christianity. So, but they had whole civilizations. They had whole cities, you know. And our people were in opulence, man. All right? Gad, Reuben, you know, Issachar, Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, you know, all the tribes, man. Naphtali. Okay, they were all in opulence before Esau came over there and raped, robbed, and murdered them, man, and tried to burn up their records, man.
That's right.
You know, but so it's the same thing coming back. But now he sees that we're coming back to our true heritage, so he wants to stop that even more, man.
That's right.
You know, and I got Yatazak, you mind grabbing 2 Ezra 5, Baba Kusha? And you could just start at you could start at 1 and then skip to verse 9.
Read 1 and then jump to verse 9.
Come, Baba Kusha.
This is 2 Ezra 5. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens.
As concerning? As concerning?
2 Ezra 5?
Yeah, come.
Nevertheless, as coming the tokens.
Oh, it says coming?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 16:11 say concerning. Salakio.
Yeah. Okay.
From the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come.
Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Right. The way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. You know? So what's that talking about? The famine of the word. Okay? Famine of the word, man. All right? Skip to verse 9, Baba Kishore.
Verse 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself. Wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber.
Go ahead.
And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth.
Right.
One land also shall ask another, and say, Is it righteous that maketh the man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, No. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper.
Exactly. So point being, that's the famine of the word, man. Okay, it says withdraw itself and understanding, hide itself into its secret chamber, roughly paraphrasing. That the Lord is starting to pull back his spirit from off this place, man. Because when his word is going out, his spirit is going out. Like it tells you in Proverbs 1, it says, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make my words known unto you. And then when you read John 6, because that's the spirit, because we was going over that yesterday, the brother Gabar was bringing it out. John 6, where it says, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and life. You know, roughly paraphrasing, man. The flesh profiteth nothing. It is the spirit that quickeneth. Roughly paraphrasing. I think that's John 6 and 63. You know? So pretty much the point has been made. All right, and like it says, they're gonna wander and ask, is righteousness the way of righteousness that maketh the man righteous in thee? You know, because Jacob's gonna be seeking for the truth. As more shit starts to go off, they're gonna want answers, you know. But the Lord has been giving them the answers, but they've been rejecting it.
That's right.
You know, so now the Lord is gonna take it away from them.
That's right. What did it say in Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20? Is it 20? No. It was because.
Let me see if I can find it for you.
The first chapter of Proverbs, because you didn't hearken, I will
laugh at your calamity.
That's right.
Yeah, Proverbs 1 and verse 24. It says, because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel with none of my proof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
Right.
They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Yeah, you wanted to follow after your own way. Now you got to be left to defend yourself, since you didn't want to follow the ways of the Lord, man.
That's right.
And we are worms, man. Mortal men are worms, so we can't defend ourselves. We need the help of the Lord, man. All right. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkens unto me shall dwell safely, and should be quiet from the fear of evil, man. All right, and that's why scriptures say, you know, the prudent shall keep silence in a time, because it is an evil time. So, yeah, you know, that's low-key twofold, because we're going to be keeping, Lord willing, we be those men, you know, the Lord, to be a part of the elect number. But we're going to be keeping silence, because we're not going to be reproving Jake no more, because the Lord's going to shut up our mouths like he did Ezekiel. Right. All right, but as well, we're going to be quiet from the fear of evil, you know? So, y'all got anything else?
That's the point, man. Points have been made, man.
Calm.
Seek the Lord while he still may be found, man. Because he's about to cut off his spirit from this place, man. You know, you see it. So, you know, y'all got anything else? That being said, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Machagwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of great mercy and every well. And peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom.
Shalom.